Well, that's incredibly infuriating. Awesome. So apparently if I hit space while I'm fucking... Oh, I have so much fucking rage right now.
Brandon,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yep.
I can't hear shit. This is why.
Did you need something?
People are coming.
I'm fucking pissed now. Oh, starting this whole fucking thing over again, because apparently if I hit fucking spacebar while my stream manager is up, it just ends the whole fucking stream. So, cool feature, Streamlabs. I don't know why the fuck you thought that was a good idea, but, it's not. Awesome. Fucking love that. Fucking... Dude... Why are the top fucking streams right now just Pokemon and XQC watching the... I'd like to say one more time, I said this at the very beginning of the stream, but I noticed somebody else has stumbled in here. I'm redoing this because apparently on Streamlabs, if you hit space while the application is open, it just in-stream. So fucking fantastic. I did not want to have to splice two streams into each other for this one watch party thing, so I'm just gonna redo it. I'm incredibly frustrated by that. But I really like this set piece, as I said the first time around.
What I was trying to say before I got rudely interrupted is that
I still don't know what he got interrupted by.
This is super exciting for us. We've been waiting on a long time to be able to announce this. So right now I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the 4 characters coming to Funko Pops. The Wraith, the Doctor, the Huntress, and Claudette Morel. If you're like me, you're thrilled and you can't wait to get your hands on those. I can tell you, you'll be able to get those before the end of the year.
And I said some fucking shit about him looking like the type of person that would collect Funko Pops. Fuck Funko Pops.
Let me officially welcome you to the
Just imagine I said that sentence correctly. It's just a whole bunch of fucking final shit. Super overpriced.
Ready to share some of the exciting stuff coming. We've got a few surprises in store. We hope you're going to have a good time. Now, last year, our 5th anniversary was all about looking back at the 5 years before. It was a trip down memory lane, and I had a good time for one. Since then, we've hit 50 million players in Dead by Daylight. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
A board game that was funded in under 1 day on Kickstarter.
That is also crazy, actually.
At level 99.
And I took a look at that, and it looks pretty good, which is surprising. Like, not a whole lot of board games
we're gonna now be at
that have come out recently look all that great.
But today, it's not about looking back. Today is about looking at the future.
Nobody can look at the future, dude. It hasn't happened yet.
50 million of you out there playing the game with us. And while there's still a ton of stuff to do, we want to focus on the things that are going to make their way into the game next year. In the past, we've used these anniversaries to share our dreams and to share our ambitions. And we dreamed big. It's our job to do so. Once in a while, these dreams ended up being bigger than what we were able to deliver. And we don't want to do that today. Today our goal is to talk about what is actually going to happen within the next year and to give you precise timelines of when you can expect those changes. We're humbled by your passion and your support. Thank you so much for taking this trip with us through the last 6 years. and we have quite a lot more for you. Oh, and if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, you can actually play Director of Broadcast by
No,
voting in the chat
I can't.
and help us figure out which segments are going to come in what order. And speaking of which, here's a list of everything that we have in store for you today.
Oops. Your 7 Romat, quality of life improvements. Please be good. Gameplay improvements. Chapter 24 reveal. Look at the store. Okay. 6th anniversary in-game celebrations. I'm excited for almost all that except the look at the store because
Like I said,
pricing
I
your
want you to
$10 outfits
goal of what we talk about next.
at $10.
You know what? Let's try it right now.
You could feasibly
Which
just
one
put
of
those at like
these
$2
would
because
you prefer to have? A, some free stuff. B, something really nice.
I vote A. I like free stuff. Free stuff is cool.
Brandon.
You spent way too much money trying to make your characters look good. Hope you're having a good day too. Yo, Timty, what's going on, dude?
Thank you so much for joining us today in the celebration of Dead by Daylight's 6th anniversary. I'm Stéphane Beauchamp, senior producer on the project, and I'm joined by Justin Brown, senior product
So we
manager on
have
the project.
these motherfuckers to
In
play.
today's panel, we will have
Just
a
kidding.
look at the upcoming content for next year, so Dead by Daylight's 7th year, the planned chapters, as well as our 4 main pillars for the game. Before we dive into that, however, this is a really good opportunity to look at our accomplishments from last year and talk a bit more about what we're particularly proud of or excited or happy that was released over the last year. For me, I'm always extremely impressed by the quality of our original content, and the Portrait of Murder chapter was another one that really left a mark on me. But that being said, Year 6 was an amazing year when it comes to licensed content, with the addition of Resident Evil, Hellraiser chapter, as well as Ringu, 3 classic cult horror icons into our game, and it really warms my heart to see all of those different characters come together in the one and the same game. Is
Me
there
too.
anything you're particularly proud of that we did last year?
Yeah, of course. The first thing that comes to mind
I
is
fucking
the
love
updated
having-
onboarding and tutorial.
It's just
Seeing
amazing
that
to
come out
see
to such a positive reaction. with
Jill
our
and Leon
community was really amazing. A really
and Sadako
rewarding
in the
team
game.
that worked so hard
It's
on
crazy.
these features. The next would be the 2 brand new maps we introduced last year. It had been a long time since we introduced new maps, and
I don't know
they
what is he
seem
talking about
totally
RPD
delivered on
and
those maps,
Haddonfield or is
visually
it RPD
stunning.
and something else?
That's not to mention the unbelievable job they did on the Haddonfield rework.
Because that's true. They did a
recently released.
fantastic job on
And last
Haddonfield.
but not least, it would be the Snowman event. All of the hilarious memes, movies,
I
memories
missed
that were
this.
shared in that sort of
I didn't
holiday
get to
season
play.
was unbelievably amazing. It's
I
something
want,
I
I
hope we
want
can recreate.
snowman thing.
Now, I'd like to take this moment just to mention that when we develop our roadmap, we always aim at delivering the most quality as we possibly can for you, our players. However, as it is a live tool, we are constantly having to update it due to urgent issues or new opportunities that arise throughout the year. As such, there were a few features we mentioned during last year's anniversary stream that still have not made their way into the game. Fear not, we will be
sure they've
talking
heard a lot
most
about
of those
that.
features later today. Now, when we talk about what's coming up in the next year, first, I'll tell you some of the things we know we can expect throughout this next year. There will be 4 new chapters, which means 4 new killers and their survivor counterparts, of course. In addition to that, there will be 4 tomes in the archives, diving deeper into our character's lore. And with the narrative direction around the Observer's Tower going in a new direction, we're all super excited to watch that unfold.
Me
What is
too.
this all about? We'll learn more over the coming year. It's really exciting.
So
For some of you who have been with us over the past year, the four
The thing that I was gonna say before the last time I went to go pause this, it ended the fucking stream, which is irritating as fuck. But XQC reacts to KSI calling him QVC. Anyway, what I was gonna say was they don't have to put on like this act. I don't know why developers do this. They did this in the Hearthstone like mercenaries reveal too. You're programmers. We get it. We like just talk about the game. Don't like you don't have to. You already know what's coming up. Just tell us.
pillars will probably be known to you all. They're really things we have continuously worked upon over the last 6 years of the game. So our 4 pillars composing the roadmap for this year are game health, quality of life updates, life design, as well as our events. You want to give us a bit more info about the
Game health. Yeah, sure, I will. I would love to, Stefan. When we talk about game health, there are some aspects of game health that will always be ongoing priorities for us, such as security improvements and game performance optimizations. But this year, we're putting an added focus on matchmaking. We want to improve the matchmake wait times as much as we can, in addition
They're
to
not bad, though.
accounting for the various play styles we see throughout our community and rewarding them as such. When we talk about matchmaking, though, it's also very much a quality of life topic, which segues very well into our second pillar.
It is an amazing segue, as if it was planned all along. You're
Oh,
natural of that.
Oh my god.
Talking about
Oh,
more about
no.
quality of life improvements and updates, you did talk
You,
about the
however,
roadmap
are
and how we
not.
continuously shift things around and such. We use a lot of the feedback from the community to feed into that. And as such, CSAT surveys are a really important part for that, forums, social networks, etc., etc. When we did announce the Autobahn feature during last year's anniversary, it was met with a lot of mixed feelings from the community. And as such, we really held off a bit to make sure we were doing this in the best way possible. We know toxicity as well as cheating is something that has to continuously be looked at and addressed in the game to keep the game as safe as possible. And as such, Autobahn and improvements to those systems is an important part for us that we're going to keep looking at this year, but we want to make sure we do it in the best way possible. To dive a bit more into quality of life updates, we'll have Justin Banks and Aurélie Géraud talk a bit more about that in a future panel today, which I'm really looking forward to. But for now, is there anything you want to share with us about life design?
As a live game, constant iterations in our design and
To
live
be fair, when I
balance
play with
updates
people in
are
America, the wait
critical to
times are
keeping
so
the game
quick.
feeling
But in a solo
fun,
queue, I've
fresh,
waited
and
for like
exciting for our
40
players.
minutes for a
In
match.
addition to
Dude, that's
that,
like
players'
holy
behaviors are
shit.
constantly evolving, and we need
That's
to adapt
crazy.
to
That's like
accommodate
old
those
Dead by
behaviors
Daylight.
all the time.
Dead by
Matt
Daylight, when
Spriggans
it
will
first
be up
came out,
shortly to talk
we used to have to
more
wait like
about
a
the huge
like hour and a
updates that we
half
have
for
coming
fucking queues.
planned for
So
this
we would,
year in regarding
my
live
friend Luke and I,
balance.
we would just
And huge
queue
is
and we'd
not an
play
understatement,
like
not an
RuneScape in the background.
But one piece of news we're happy to break right now is that we're actively working on a major rework of the Raccoon City Police Department map that we released last year
What?
during the
Wait,
Resident Evil
why?
chapter. We can expect to see that sometime this
Why are you
fall,
reworking
but
that?
we will keep you updated
looks
as we
fine.
near closer to the final release date.
I'm very much looking forward to playing it. It's often been a difficult map to navigate and to play for players, and I'm really looking forward to see how it can actually be brought up to the
Interesting.
standards
Okay.
that we have today. And
Huh.
I'm looking forward. With that said, I'll jump into the events. Something that
God, I
really,
fucking hate that
really
noise.
is an important
Squeaky.
aspect of the game. It allows us to move the game in a direction that's a little bit farther off the beaten path. Something that's not necessarily what you'd expect from Dead by Daylight, but do that as a time-based thing allows us to really do something completely crazy sometimes and such. This is really an opportunity for us to get communities together and to generate moments you're never going to forget. Always think back of that game you played of Dead by Daylight during that specific moment of the year. As we've always done over the last few years, we'll have 4 main moments in the year that we're going to celebrate through events, which are going to be our anniversary period coming up in a few weeks from now,
Oh, a
the
few weeks
Halloween
from now?
period,
Fuck.
the winter period, as well as the Lunar New Year period. These
Okay.
4 events are really going to be the main ones for the year, but our cornerstone events are going to be Halloween and anniversary, since they're such big, important moments for the game. On top of those, we're also going to try and do more live activations, such as a login bonuses,
Okay.
Blood Rush that you're all familiar with,
Cool.
and boosted Rift Fragments collection, so that there's a reason for everyone to come back to the game and be more excited about playing Dead by Daylight more often and be happy about the rewards they're getting through doing that. So, really looking forward to this year. It's really been an amazing one for us, and thank you so much, especially for the continued support throughout those 6 years. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome, I think.
By Daylight fans, I hope you're enjoying the 6th anniversary celebration of Dead by Daylight. I'm Matthias Clayson, I'm the director.
Couldn't get this
of the
guy better
recreation of
lighting?
Fear
Come
Lab,
on,
and I'm
man.
here to talk to you about why people enjoy horror. Now, it might seem weird that folks like us voluntarily seek out frightening entertainment, but it's actually very common and for good scientific reason. It is part of human nature to find pleasure in playing with fear. It's what kids do when they play hide and seek, and it's what we do when we play DBD. When you're playing as a survivor, you're reenacting an ancient evolutionary drama. You're trying to stay alive in a dangerous world by outrunning and outsmarting a bloodthirsty predator. Your whole body is in survival mode, heart racing to prepare you for fight or flight. You get that invigorating adrenaline kick, and if you escape the killer, you're rewarded with a flood of feel-good neurotransmitters such as dopamine. Playing as a killer is different. You're immersing yourself in that same ancient scenario of predation. But now it's about catching your prey and the ecstasy of the hunt. It's that same adrenaline kick, but the reward is not the nerve-tingling relief of survival. It's the exhilarating delight of victory, the thrill of the kill. So when you play DBD, you're satisfying a primal desire for threat simulation, for playing with fear. But you're also satisfying another primal desire, namely the desire for story. Because DBD isn't just about the hunt. It's also about exploring the rich and constantly evolving narrative world of the game. Whether you're out for survival or blood, I wish you good luck on your next journey into the fog.
No food, no love? Oh, wait, what? That's cute. What does that have to do with Dead by Daylight, though?
The
Killer's
killer's
coming.
but the generator is almost complete. What do you do?
A.
A. Hit the last skill check. B. Run.
Let the killer grab you.
C. Let the killer grab you. D. Blow up the generator.
Why is it so split? Why are you choosing D, chat? Fucking 18%, I see you. Okay. Now, maybe just. Wait, was there any climax to that or no? Hello? What was the point of that?
Hi there, I'm Matt, design director on Dead by Daylight.
Looking at the wrong camera,
I work
bro.
with Dave, creative director, and the rest of the DBD game design team on everything from updating and balancing our existing content to the development of all our new chapters and game features. I'm really happy to be back with you once more for this 6th anniversary broadcast. The upcoming year is going to be a really big one for Dead by Daylight, so I'm excited to share 3 key updates that our team of talented designers have been working on. An overhaul of our killer and survivor perks, a rework of our approach to prestige and progression, and finally, an update on the changes to the Memento Mori system.
Oh?
One of the main goals for the game design team is to explore new ways that we can keep the player experience in Dead by Daylight fresh and fun for both new players entering our universe and for our highly engaged expert players with hundreds or even thousands of hours in the game. In listening to our players and reviewing our own data, we've found that some of the most consistent feedback is that in our high-level matches, meta perks have essentially taken over, meaning that players are consistently seeing the same perk loadouts again and again for every killer and every survivor. Looking at our data, there's a clear gap between the most popular perks for each role. On the killer side, these are Corrupt Intervention, Scourge Hook Pain Resonance,
Yep.
Barbecue and Chili,
Yep.
Hex Ruin, and Pop Goes the Weasel.
Yep.
And for survivors, Dead Hard, Decisive Strike,
Yep.
Borrowed Time,
Yep.
Iron Will, and of course, Self-Care.
Yep.
With little motivation to explore
Never used
different
Dead Hard
perk
or Iron
loadouts,
Will, but
this
I
can
can see those
naturally
other
lead
ones.
to
Yeah.
a feeling of gameplay becoming stale. Therefore, in the coming months, we'll be releasing a major update that will rework and rebalance roughly 40 killer and survivor perks, including the ones that I've just mentioned. This is aimed at eliminating these clear, dominant perk trends and strategies that we've been seeing in the game for a while.
Okay, please don't ruin the
There
game.
will also be some small baseline gameplay adjustments that we would like to share with you a little bit closer to the release date. So, we'll keep monitoring, keep reviewing, and keep adjusting our collection of perks in this way on a more regular basis to make sure that we avoid these meta perks becoming consistent trends for extended periods, whilst opening up the gateway for new undiscovered metas to emerge. With this upcoming focus on balance, we're also working on an update to make perks easier to acquire and encourage more exploration of new combinations in perk loadouts. In an upcoming patch, we'll be releasing a rework of Dead by Daylight's prestige system, aimed at reducing the grind in the game by giving players more direct, quick, and easy access to perks, something that will improve the quality of life not only for our long-term dedicated players, but especially new players looking to get into the game.
Okay.
Our current prestige system is optional, and it awards a bloodied version of the base cosmetic outfit, whilst resetting the perks, add-ons, and items in the character's inventory. This update will change how this works entirely. When this feature releases, prestiging a character for the first time will instantly unlock that character's Tier 1 personal perks on all other killers or survivors, making them immediately available in their loadouts.
What?
We know that our players are hoping that the RNG gods provide them with barbecue and chili in their early blood webs. However, with this feature, you simply prestige the cannibal to prestige level 1, 2, or 3 to unlock all of Leatherface's perks at the corresponding tier for every other killer.
Interesting.
This will significantly reduce the grind and
Well,
completely
okay.
eliminate the random chance needed.
So then what happens if you prestige? Because you lose all your perks when you prestige. So if you prestige the character, it rewards it to all your other killers. But then when you prestige that other killer, does it get rid of that perk that you have? How the fuck is that going to work?
To acquire specific teachable perks through the blood.
Or does it mean, like, as soon as you tier 1 prestige, tier 1 is immediately available to all other killers forever?
Web system.
Bleh.
Of course, it's worth mentioning the prestige level won't be capped at just 3.
What?
So you'll be able to show your dedication to a particular character by raising them well beyond.
Oh, man.
Additionally, the act of prestiging will not remove their perks, items, or add-ons. So there's no longer an associated reset of the character, if you will.
Well, then, so what the fuck is the point?
For those who haven't yet prestiged their characters, we're also working on a fair way to still reward players for their time investment and dedication once this update takes
So
effect.
what is the
Fans
point
can
of
expect
prestige
both
then?
the prestige and perk updates to drop around the same time during a major release this summer.
Hello?
Finally, I would like to close things out with some news on the Mori updates that we shared last year. While it's still coming, we have slightly adjusted our approach to the system based on research, feedback, and prototyping iteration. We've arrived at something that feels more straightforward, yet still accomplishes the same goals that we set out with. The change to the system will still remove the Mori ability from offerings, focusing instead on rewarding efficient killer play, but we'll be incorporating the Mori animation as more of a natural ending to the match. This is something that we're currently calling the finisher Mori. When a killer downs the last survivor standing, rather than drawing things out and having them pick up and hook the survivor, we'll instead transition immediately and automatically to the killer's Mori animation, allowing them to close things out in style, and in a way that you would expect from an unstoppable killing machine. There's also a few other additional changes coming with this system that we're not quite ready to share yet. But
Get
we're hoping
fucked.
to release
No
the
more
new Mori
Moris.
system as part of our Halloween update this year. So look out for that. While we couldn't cover all of the details of these updates in the span of one segment, anyone looking
That sucks
for
for
more
whoever
information
doesn't get out
can head over
last,
to our
though. That's
website,
fucked up.
deadbydaylight.com, following the broadcast. Thank you as always for the support. We can't wait to get these updates into your hands as soon as possible to see your amazing reactions. Thanks again, and see you in the fog.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to Macmillan Estate for Dead by Daylight's 6th anniversary.
Hi,
I'm
guys.
Justin, one of the senior product managers on the game.
And I'm
Nice to meet you.
producer on Dead by Daylight.
Hi.
What a cool set we're on today.
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I heard there's some traps
It
around.
is really
but
cool,
we'll
actually.
be a little careful.
Yeah, we'll try.
So last year, Orly and I were here with all of you just to talk about the pillars for the year. But I think some other guys on the team have that covered. So this year we're here to talk about the
Oh, yeah,
quality of
Supreme?
life updates that are coming to the game for year 7.
You smell.
And now, while it's
Like
always
a
our goal to
cutie.
give you the most accurate picture of what's coming and when, the reality is that deadlines can shift as well as priorities. And we live in a pretty weird world these days, so there's a lot of external factors as well.
Yeah, we do.
So, I mean, that all being said, we are going to work to have the most open dialogue with our players. So if something changes, you can bet us, other members on the team, we are going to be communicating and let you know if something shifts, changes, removes, added, really at all. We're going to make sure that you guys know about it. That being said, let's get to it.
Yes, and that's really cool because today when you will open the PTB, the first thing that you will notice is this new vertical layout that we have.
What?
The idea behind this is
Ooh.
we were running out of space with the current one, and we wanted to have
Huh.
more clarity and also make some information way more visible to
Okay.
players. Like for example, some text in some languages, they will have more space, but also when we have an event or something happening in the game, now you will be able to see right away when you enter in the game what is happening and how long it will take. You won't have to go through different screens, navigate through the game to get access to this information.
And so I think if I can kind of nail down something cool for everybody is that I don't have to go into the archives to see how long is left in the Rift.
Correct.
I'll see it right on the main menu.
Correct.
Wow.
We'll have the exact timer, how long it will
Awesome.
take
Hey.
until the end of the rift.
Sick,
And
guys.
that's part of what will make just the navigation easier and
What
the
the
information easier to find in Dead by Daylight.
I don't want to be a
Um,
shitter, but like...
Another feature that will be
Okay.
also available today for the PTB, and I think that one will be really appreciated.
I think so. I think this one is one of those that players have been asking for quite some time.
That's true. So that's the preset loadout. In the loadout screen now you will be able to have different saves, up to 3 for the moment, for your offering, perks, add-on, items. So you will be able to adapt your playstyle according to what you want to play.
Okay.
Exactly. So I mean, if you
Kinda
guys
makes
want
sense.
to create one loadout for goofy perks, one for playing by yourself, one for playing as a team. you just
That's
change
kinda
those
nice,
settings,
actually.
Press the button.
Yeah,
No
okay.
longer are you looking through
It's a good quality of
this
life
full
update.
inventory of perks that we have.
Correct?
like that.
It will be your choice to decide between hardcore and casual games. Something else, you'll be also able to save loadouts for your cosmetics.
Okay.
So if you have different style and you're always like wondering which one to use, well, now it will be extremely useful, easy for you to switch between them. And for both the main menu and the preset loadout, we really think that the two features, they will bring more comfort and ease for the player. And we are really looking into feedback. So please, when you grab the PTB today, share your feedback about these two improvements. This will help you to create the best quality of life improvement in the future as well for you. But that's for today. So what is happening for the next upcoming releases?
Right, so for that, we've got some other upcoming features to share with everybody out there. So one of the main ones that we actually announced last year, do you remember? I think we were both there. Was matchmaking incentives. So what we mean when we're talking about this is when players are matchmaking, we try to establish a good ratio of 4 survivors to 1 killer. And whether or not this ratio is like, imbalanced one way or another depends on your server, depends on your time of day. So what we are doing is we are providing players with extra blood points to play as the role that is most needed on their server, at that time of
So
day. when they're
always
online.
killer. So
I
always
think it's gonna
killer.
be
Killer
pretty-
already
pretty
gets
useful
more
for our
blood
players.
points.
Correct, and with
It
the new
already
layer, like we
does.
just mentioned,
Hello?
like, it will be really easy for the player to see front, like on which queue they should go if they want to have the less waiting time.
Exactly. As soon as you log in, you're going to know which role needs you the most. So if you're there for BP or if you're there just to have fun with your friends, I mean, really, we're giving you so many more options. I think it's going to be a great
How is that so many
experience
more
once it's
options?
introduced.
It's fucking 2. You have
Not even
2
that,
the whole
but
time. Hello?
While you're in this matchmaking, trying to get that incentive, we are doing what we're calling a game flow refactor. Very techie name, I know, but if we break it down, it's really giving you guys the opportunity to navigate around the game while you're waiting in the queue.
Okay.
So when you're waiting in matchmaking,
I like
friends,
that.
alone, what have you, you'll now be able to browse the store, check out some really cool outfits,
Okay.
other areas of game, and even check out the archives. So if you want to do
Wow.
challenges or read some lore while you're waiting, that's all up to you.
Thank you
And I
so
really
much,
like
guys.
this
Hey.
feature because it feels like
Thanks.
not a big change.
Yeah,
but
feels like
actually
it should have
will
maybe
just
been in the
bring
game
so much comfort
right
and
from the start.
remove so
It's
much
crazy.
frustration
Damn.
that I really like the fact that the navigation will be easy. and
Jesus,
you
why
will
are they
have
making it seem like...
it will be more comfortable.
Guys, this is a crazy update we've got.
And
Fucking
so now
what?
We're already making it more accessible to get into the archives for players by doing this, by putting the timer for the Rift on the main menu. But we're also doing some more updates to the archives coming later this year. So 2 of the main changes that I think players will appreciate right off the bat is now you can have 1 survivor active challenge and a killer active challenge. So no switching back and forth or anything crazy like this.
Cool.
No,
It's just
starting a
something that
killer
should have
match,
been in the
you'll
game
have your survivor challenge equipped and feeling like you've wasted
from the
your
beginning.
time.
Awesome.
Actually, it will be super cool because with the matchmaking incentive you just mentioned before, well, if you see that the survivor queue is better for the moment, and you have a killer challenge on, you won't have to go back to the archive, switch the challenge
Wow.
just because you want to go to the survivor queue and lose time.
But
Yeah.
you could queue, and then you could change it, because now we let you.
Well, thank you so
And so
much.
what would happen is as you
Thanks.
find a
Thank
match,
you.
We'll give you a notification full screen that
That's
you
so
can do whatever you're
nice
doing,
of you
and then
guys.
bring you into the match. So I think that's going to be
Aw.
a very fun experience for players.
Shit.
But getting ahead of ourselves. One of our other big features that we're updating in the archives is your ability to view a full outfit within the Rift. So, I mean, I think we've both visited the Rift page quite a bit now that it's been out for a while. So now if a player selects a piece of a cosmetic from an outfit in that Rift, there's going to be an available button to click to view the full outfit as a preview.
Wow.
So if you're not keeping up to date with our amazing marketing trailers that we're showing off, all of these cool renders, you can view
This
them
feels
directly
like
in the game.
satire.
And then go watch the marketing
Are
trailer
you
after. 'cause
fucking...
they
You
do a
have
lot
to
of
be
work on
kidding
these,
me.
and they're very
We're
cool.
not fucking
We're also
idiots,
trying to get
dude.
a lot of these changes out for this fall in one of our upcoming archives releases,
Like...
alongside some other yet to be unannounced archive stuff, which we're keeping a little hush hush now. But it's the 3rd anniversary of the archives.
Why
So
are our
we're trying to
expectations
put
for
something really
developers so
special together.
fucking low that this is like what they're announcing,
We've got
dude?
another big feature in the works, and I think I'll
I
let
feel like
you
a
spill
dick
the beans
saying
on
this, but
one.
like that,
Yes, and
all of
this
that
one, I
they've said
think
so far should have just
our
been
players
in
here
the
are going
game
to love
base
it.
level. Like, what the fuck?
So we have decided. Do you remember last year when we
Having
talked about
multiple
bots?
active challenges, like,
Not at all.
I'm sure you
I
do.
can name
I'm
so
sure
many different
you all
games
do.
that have that ability
So
already.
When we talk about bots, actually this year, by the end of the year, we really want to introduce bots in custom match.
That would be cool.
So the idea here is we want to give the player, like if you're missing a friend in a group, if you don't have any friends at all, or if you just want to chill and
If you
play
don't
try to
have
find a
any
healer,
friends at
well,
all,
you will be able to do that in a custom
she just
match
came right out and
and
said
fill
it.
up the matches with bots. So that will be extremely simpler for you to play. And we feel like for some player it could be intimidating to play a new killer or to just learn a new one. And this will actually be a safe environment for them to try and remove the pressure that you can have sometime when you're in a real match.
Jesus
Sure,
fucking
and I mean, it's
Christ.
not just learning a new killer that can be stressful sometimes, but new maps as well, because the layouts can be entirely different. There's some new loops that you need to learn. So it's a great way for players to be able to practice those as well. Use an old killer,
I
use old survivors
disagree.
as bots, and just try out whatever map you want.
Yeah,
I
you're,
don't
you're
think that,
absolutely correct.
you know,
And this feature
playing with bots
is
will
probably
is the best
longest one,
learning experience,
for
but yeah,
timeline,
surely,
and we're targeting
you know,
this winter for this
it
one
should
to be out,
exist.
and we can't wait.
I'm super
It's not
excited
like
for this
a,
one.
I am
it's
too.
not a
I'm a Mac
negative.
killer, so I'm looking forward to it.
And I think you still have 2 features that you would like to talk about this today.
I do. So these ones are a bit smaller, but I think
All
our
of these have been
players
small.
and streamers will also be interested on both of these. So the first one I'll discuss is what we're calling streamer mode or anonymous mode.
Who cares?
Still undecided, still in development, so the name may change. But the basic premise of this is to make sure that all of our players feel safe as they're playing the game.
Dude, people
In other
literally
words,
put their
hearing your name
TTV
or the name
names
of
in their
your
fucking
friends as they're
shit because they
playing,
want people to come to
so
their
that
streams.
no toxic players or ne'er-do-wells inside or outside the game can find it and target you in some way.
And for the security, that's a huge plus as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just want our players to feel safe as they're playing our game, and we hope that this is a great tool to actually let them do it.
We hope that they can get away
another
with
feature
face camping
is,
and tunneling
I guess,
people
all
and
about
not have to face
survivors not
repercussions for
feeling
doing so.
which
Yeah,
is our updated wiggle
we know.
system. So if you've been paying attention to Dead by Daylight, I know we have, talking to you, for the past few months, we've been testing out our updated system under our beta tab, so players were able to opt in and try it out. So
It's good. I
whereas
like it.
previously the wiggle system was mashing 2 buttons back and forth, keyboard controller, whatever you chose. Now it's instead a skill check. So during the beta, we were all listening to a lot of our player feedback. So our design team has really taken that into account, and with those changes, we're going to make it a permanent feature in the future.
Nice.
And on behalf of the team, really thank you for using the beta tabs. It was really, really useful for us to collect all this information and to see how you feel about new changes that we just want to make sure that all the changes that we introduce in the game are the correct ones.
Yeah, I mean, I know we all love the PTB, being able to try out new content, but this let us really bring in all of our console players who I know have been asking for when, all of their input, especially given that it was very controller heavy, is really appreciated.
And sometimes we just need more time also to get the feedback.
It certainly helps. So with all of these, we also have some other smaller features that we weren't really able to fit in here. So head on over to our website at deadbydaylight.com to read a bit more after the segment.
No, thank you.
And we really hope you're excited about all the features that we announced today. I know we are, and we expect that you will enjoy this anniversary with us. And we hope you a very good Dead by Daylight experience here.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the broadcast, everybody.
Thank you.
My name's Jason. Fog Whisperer.
What the
To me,
fuck?
Dead by Daylight is more than just a game. It's a lifestyle. I'm heading to a parkour gym to work with professional tag athletes. I want to learn how I can apply my DBD skills in real life.
Do you ever just crouch at the chaser to get them angry?
World Chase Tag is a team-on-team competition where one team throws in a chaser, one team throws in an invader, and the one rule is don't get caught.
So, in chase tag, are you using vaulting? Because in DBD, when I'm being chased, vaulting is a pretty powerful evasion tool.
Yeah, vaulting gives you a very easy way of getting an obstacle in between you or whoever's chasing you.
So, what about slow vaults?
What?
This is trying to be so meta. Oh no.
To see my full training adventure, head to the Dead by Daylight YouTube page later this week.
No, thank you. I'm so less than interested in that. Holy fucking shit. That was... I'm not trying to shit on everything. I just... What does that have to do with anything? Hello? Man?
The killer is in pursuit. What do you do? A. Drop the pallet. be used dead hard. See loop forever.
Oh, this is so cringy, dude. Holy shit. That was 2k blood points. 2k? 200k. My bad.
Hello everyone, I'm Joe Ashley, the associate producer on Dead by Daylight. I'm joined by Xavier, our director, and also Rose, our project manager. A big part of what makes Dead by Daylight so great are the characters. And telling the stories is one of the best part of our job. While a lot of storytelling is happened through lore, there's also a way for us to tell the story through the art and the visual. Today, we want to share with you a bit about the process of the collection that inspire us. We want to break some news about new announcement of a brand new collection we've been anxious to share with you guys for a while.
Yes, thank you, Josh. Well, let's take a moment to talk about like what's behind the several outfits and collection we provide to players during the year. So, artistically, the approach is different when we work on our own contents and when we work with licenses. When we do our own, we often look this as a way to put our own spin to icons and events everybody's familiar with. A great example is the Halo Blight collection. It's really our take on Halloween. You know, rather than creating cosmetics around traditional vampires, witches, werewolves, we decided to do something more unique, to tell a unique story, and we have like our killers. We made them more horrific due to a substance linked to the entity. The result, I think, is unexpected, more original. The lore and art direction have been reinforced at the same time, and we get to celebrate Halloween in a way that's very true to Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, that's fair.
So on my side, the product goal is to create collections like this for all seasons. These collections would be something that we could return to and add to every year, but on our own terms, in a way that's creative for Xavier, but also not feeling like too generic or too easy.
Maybe Joash, you could
Bro,
share
just
with
have
us
her talk the whole time.
steps
I'm
of
sorry, I don't mean to like shit on anybody.
Okay,
She's the most
want to
clear-cut and
know,
understandable
know that,
person
good
so
idea
far.
about the
Like,
type of
fucking
collection that you want.
Jesus Christ.
So afterward, I think the first step is to talk to the narrative team.
I know these are
The
developers,
idea
but like,
behind it is to make sure that we have a good idea and make sure also like it's kind of
they're
related
not
to the characters,
camera
so the
ready,
conflicts
like
that we want, the
whatsoever.
character, the story,
Fucking
story
what?
background and the lore. Afterward, we need to talk to the
This feels
concept
like a
artists. They're the ones that put
7-year-old
on
prepped
paper
all these
pretty much
people.
with the art director and the concept art to put on paper pretty much the idea that we want as cosmetics. So and also this is the time for us to put in detail what we want. So meaning like the accessories, the detail, and the type of material that we want. Once we're done, the character team can use those concepts to start their modeling phase. So pretty much to have the 3D model ready.
So in the case of the Fire Moon Festival, we created this in tribute to the Mid-Autumn Festival that is celebrated in so many Asian countries. And it is our own DBD-specific event that boasts like concerts and celebrations that are surrounding the full Fire Moon.
That's awesome.
And it's a celebration of life and also a reflection upon death. So another part of creating this event ourselves.
Hey, all the money went to the set.
Include a wider variety of characters into the collection.
Hi, Mikey.
So, for example, those that didn't have an
It's
Asian
probably
character.
true.
I
It always blows me away when they have like fantastic sets like this and they're a game development company that has, you know, a decent amount of funding, and then they put on people who can't, like, I'm not, it's fucked up to say like, oh, your English is so fucking broken that you misunderstood, but she's speaking so clearly and concisely. Really feasibly, all you have to do is just have her speak for them. Like, you don't have to hear from all the different developers. That's not what makes like a connection between the developers and the community. It's just get the information actually across. I feel like such an asshole for tearing this apart, but it's like sometimes you don't really understand where they're going with something because just the language barrier
So
is.
many of us on Dead by Daylight team are big fan of anime, especially Attack on Titan. The process
What?
of creating new outfit based on the new collection based on Dead by Daylight has been really, really exciting. We're thrilled to be including 10 different outfits for both survivor and killers.
What
And
the
also,
fuck?
there's some surprise for later on. I think we can still give some glimpse of the concept art for Attack on
I
Titan.
forgot when.
Oh yeah. Because working on Attack on Titan was a great challenge, but really
There
exciting.
was something I saw recently. Like I saw
had to
fucking
assimilate,
Claudette running
the
around with a
iconic
jacket that looked like it
aspect
was a
of,
fucking
of
Attack on Titan
the,
jacket,
art
and I
direction
didn't
of
get
the show,
a good
and
look at it, but
adapt it on 3D.
I could have sworn I saw it
Sure, like,
in game.
the characters
It's like a
remain
week
themselves,
ago, or
even
like
if
maybe
applied on
2
DBD
weeks ago.
characters. And because they are not legendary outfits, the goal was not to reskin them and transform them into
But
something.
now
way too
apparently this
different
is a
from
thing, so I don't know if
our,
like my brain
more
just
realistic
fucking
art direction, so we just
predicted
came
this
with
shit.
bigger eyes, etc. We felt it more like, okay, we could create like great cosplay of this character. Our mindset was more, what if our DBD characters were part of the Attack on Titan universe?
I did see Evil Dead the game. I haven't seen any gameplay quite yet.
Their personalities and
I need to check it out. My friend Reed has it, so I might have to
really
watch him
important
play it
for us
a bit.
to select some of our favorite characters from Attack on Titan, and so we could focus on some aspect of
Have you
each
been playing it, Mikey?
to match our DBD personalities. We have Eren, one of the hero of the show, and we have Dwight. Dwight, in a sense, is one of our heroes. So
Oh no!
Here since years, and we kept the details of Dwight.
Eren is gonna be Dwight.
The messy
Oh
hair,
Jesus
and
Christ!
the equipment of Attack on Titan. We
Okay,
make sure,
man.
like, the equipment isn't straight, and we have like nothing's perfect because it's Dwight. We have NG. For her, it was easier because we have Zarya.
Serena,
So, and
oh.
it was a perfect match. She's a scientist that investigates on Titan.
That's fucking
and
sick. That is fucking
Zarya,
cool.
like, they are both very inquisitive and investigators that work well.
It's like a
kept
mix
the
of Dead by
details
Daylight
of
and
Zarya
zombie
herself.
killing. Okay,
We gave
hell
her
yeah.
eye patch, but not the glasses because she doesn't wear glasses. The Armor Titan. He's there, we have it as an ultra rare cosmetic for the Oni.
The Oni?
And
Hello, that's so fucking cool.
Apply this skin in one of our largest killer of the game, but also we were able to use his crystal form for the
That
ring.
is fucking
And
awesome.
While the base of the crystals are blue in the show, we tinge them with a red VFX to represent the traditional Oni blood rage for the game.
That's it for us. We hope you enjoyed.
Holy
the behind-the-scenes
fucking
scene
shit, that
and
is
also
so
our
fucking
new
cool.
collection that we just showed you. Of course, we're gonna keep an eye
Hopefully
for
it's
more
better
Attack on Titan news.
Than the COD. Wait, there was a Call of Duty Attack on Titan? Wait, what? I just recently found out there was they put Snoop Dogg in Warzone. Like, what the fuck? And then also Vin Diesel, I guess, too? Like, what the... It's just fucking wild, man. Rambo and Bruce Willis. That's crazy. That's so nutty. And then Attack on Titan, Armored Titan? Wait, like as like a playable character? How does that work? The Dredge. That's so pog. That means all these fucking leaks are pretty goddamn true.
Hi,
We're gonna
everyone.
get another
I'm
Resident
Dave
Evil.
Richard, creative director
That's
of Dead by Daylight.
so
I'm
sick,
super
dude.
glad to be here today to share the newest
Yeah,
content.
you are a
for
skin
our
armored
latest
Titan. That's fucking
and of course, to
insane.
celebrate the 6th anniversary of Dead by Daylight.
I need to look that up.
The tradition is to tell you all the content that's going to be in the chapter. And this time, we're quite excited. We're changing the recipe a little bit, and we're doing an original chapter. So this new chapter is called Roots of Dread, and it's a full chapter. It contains a new survivor, a new killer, and a new map within a new realm
Godzilla
of the
Kong
game.
event?
That's quite exciting.
I didn't know that was a thing either.
So the story for the chapter revolves around a town, a perfect town. Well, a town that seems to be perfect. But of course, the residents are hiding something terrible. They're hiding secrets and a darkness. And when
What
that
the
darkness starts to
fuck?
bubble up to the surface, it creates our newest killer, the Dredge. Let's talk about it.
Oh no,
slowly.
you just expected battle?
So the Dredge is
Nope, you just
inspired
get to
by
shoot
Boogeyman,
them? Huh.
a story that is global and is
What
known
the
around
fuck?
many cultures.
They're just in the map
It's
and you just
a
get to kill
domestic
them?
fear. It's a
That's so
monster that
weird.
is really close to us, that is in our familiar environment, inside our house, under our bed, in our wardrobes. And that's the type of creature we wanted to feature and create. So it is the physical representation of the darkness of the whole town, of their secrets. And it is
Oh,
a
you
weird,
no, you just get to shoot them? That's it?
monster.
What the
It
fuck?
has an impossible
What a
biology.
terrible event.
Various limbs, heads, different parts.
Do they kill
is
you or attempt to?
And it's impossible to flee for your life when in front of this creature. We wanted to make sure to create a visceral scare when facing this creature. It's a bit like when you're having a nightmare. You know it was super scary when you wake up, but you can't exactly put your finger on what it was that you've seen. The visual design of the Dredge is quite unique. It's a first.
Yeah,
for
it
Dead by
actually it
Daylight
looks really
games.
nice.
It's a monster, recreated by different limbs, different heads, claws, pincers, tentacles.
Ugh.
And we wanted to make sure that you, the player, would be able to customize as you wanted this monster. What's really cool
What?
as well for the cosmetic is that we are able to explore themes that are organic, but also
Yeah, you get the ability to use the heat breath
like
and
this
Kong throws a boulder.
amazing
Huh.
cosmetic that
Interesting.
features dolls. All right, now let's move on to the power of the Dredge. So when playing the Dredge, we wanted you to feel like you're the embodiment of darkness, of fear itself. We wanted to recreate that feeling of a monster that's really close to us, that lives in your house. And so there are two phases to the power. The first phase is the ability to use lockers to teleport from and to. So of course this is great for map movement. You'll be able to travel the map really quickly. But it's also great to surprise survivors that are nearby lockers, and even survivors that are hiding inside the lockers. The second phase of the power is called Night Cycle, and this is where it gets really interesting. So based on action the Dredge will make and some passive abilities, the Night Cycle will build on the survivor. When it is finally
I really like
completed,
this.
Night Cycle will trigger, and a darkness will engulf the survivor.
That is so fucking cool.
This darkness makes it very difficult to navigate, especially in chases. And the only thing the survivor can see in the distance will be the Dredge itself. That's really creepy,
Yeah,
and will for
it
sure
is.
make the survivor make mistakes. Of course, the Dredge comes with 3 unique perks. We won't go into the details of these perks today, but I can say that they are.
We've already
based
seen them,
around
man. They've
chaos,
already been leaked.
secrets,
Shut
and
up.
growth.
Don't act like they haven't.
Okay, now let's move on to our newest survivor. She's called Addie Core, and you might know her from some archive entry that appeared in the past.
Oh, really?
She appeared 3 times in the archive, actually.
Huh.
So Hattie has a dual heritage. She is born in northern India, but was raised by her adoptive family in Quebec. And so this will be an interesting background to explore through her different cosmetic and also through future archive entries. Addie has a very unique ability to see bleeds. These are areas of the world where the entity's influence intersect with our world. And so Hattie had her share of paranormal adventures and encounters with dreadful beasts from the entity's world, strange creature.
That's
And
cool.
actually, we can see on her body all sort of scratch and marks from these encounters. Of course, Addie will come with 3 unique perks added to the roster of abilities that the survivors are able to equip and use.
Mm-hmm.
These are themed around paranormal insight, proficiency with occult items, and her own temerity.
What is temerity?
And finally, let's talk about the map. So this time around, we're really excited to introduce a new realm for this chapter. So really, we are going back to the roots of horror, to a classic, something that we see numerous times
Temerity.
to different horror novels, movies, and
Excessive
other horror
confidence.
materials.
Oh.
This is a small American town. So we wanted to make sure that we created something domestic, something familiar. And so for the dredge map called the Garden of Joy, we are featuring one of the house of the perfect town that we talked about earlier.
Oh shit,
This
okay.
house looks perfect from the outside. It is like a ghost sitting in the middle of a gloomy forest created by the entity. And when you go inside that house, you'll see how twisted and wrong
Oh no,
just
wait.
like the residents that are hiding all of this darkness.
That's cool.
What's really cool about this new realm is that in the future, we will be able to explore it again, but in other contexts than in the dredge perfect town. So this realm is built from different memories, from different characters. And so we'll be able to explore different cities wrapped inside that same realm.
What?
All right, that was the whole content of our newest chapter, Roots of Dread. I hope you are as excited as us to try this new content. And you'll be able to do so right after this event as we go live on the PTB.
What?
The chapter will become available to all on June 7th. So thank you again for listening today, and thank you for an incredible year of Dead by Daylight.
Holy shit, okay,
Hey,
wow.
what's up, y'all? This is Dr. Italo Brown, emergency physician, and this is Dead by Daylight.
An ER doctor? Wait, what? That's so random.
Alright. So why is this person sitting? Oh! Now that's actually kind of dope. It looks like he was injured or something, and she came through and rubbed this man's back. Look, if we could start prescribing back rubs in the emergency department, I promise you, I would let the thing fly. Everybody, you get a back rub. You get a back rub. Straight up on some, Oprah level stuff. It's actually funny because there is evidence that back rubs help. They help physiologically. People say that it lowers heart rate, lowers blood pressure. Curative back rub for everybody, all right? Let's get it popping. Next video.
What?
Yo, I've seen it. All in your back. Wait a minute, bro. Oh, dude, no. Wait a minute. All right. I had to pause. One.
What is this segment?
This man got thrown on the hook, and I've seen this in a bunch of different movies, so it's really accurate. These like butcher hooks are real. Obviously, if someone ended up on one, it was intentional, in my opinion. From that angle, I'm pretty sure it's piercing, one of the ventricles of the heart, right? So the heart we know is like this, right? That left ventricle is kind of posterior and sits to the side as if I took a football and held it, with the laces kind of downward, right? So if that goes through that left ventricle, man, he's dead. There ain't no
okay, I like that.
He's not walking away from this at all. That's a fact. If you're enjoying this analysis, make sure you head over
That was funny.
YouTube channel for the full video later on.
He's dead. He's just, I like.
6th anniversary, y'all. Peace.
I was, what? I mean, still, what the fuck was the point of that bit? Like, but that was fucking funny. He's dead. He's just, yeah. But seriously, dude, like, he's giving some back rubs. I think everyone should. What? What are we doing? What is this fucking reveal? Hello? Okay, esport team fucking cosmetics?
You see a lit hex totem. What do?
See.
Disassemble it, but let you
Bro, oh my god, what the fuck?
Hey there, everybody.
Hi.
I'm Justin, one of the product managers on Dead by Daylight.
Welcome back.
Still stuck in this fog from earlier, but this time joined by a new partner.
Hi, I'm May. I am a Twitch-lurking, dog-snuggling influencer manager on Dead by Daylight.
Hi, May.
So, since the Dead by Daylight anniversary wouldn't be the same without a celebration in the fog, both May and myself are here to share with you what's going on for the Dead by Daylight 6th anniversary in-game event. So, last year we had a really fun one, but the team has taken a hard look at what worked and what didn't, and we're trying to find ways to take it even further for the 6th anniversary, which is actually starting on our real anniversary this year. So the event starts on June 16th. I think it's really cool. So for the theme this year, Fog is going to be celebrating something called the Twisted Masquerade. Now, this is meant to be a real party in the world of Dead by Daylight that's being hosted in the entity's name by someone lurking in the shadows, I've heard.
Everyone loves a masquerade, so we've really tried to run with the theme and taken our decorations to the next level. As you might have already noticed in this broadcast, we've added this gorgeous midnight blue to our usual black and gold color palette, and you'll see it all over the entity's realm during this event.
I do like that.
We're also reskinning the killer shack and the exit gates, and there's going to be some really cool, creepy effects because of it. Expect the entire fog to be decked out to the nines.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that
These
we're
two sound very excited.
First time, like,
wow.
just how big
This is our
whole
game.
celebration really is.
And this is what I know, right?
Feel like a party and
like,
a celebration.
So
Dude,
that's what
everything
I'm
is really
saying.
going to play on this masquerade theme in some interesting ways, beginning with our anniversary cosmetics. Last year was the second year that we actually did the Crown Collection. Where
like I'm a nobody in the room that doesn't make games, but I feel like I can hype their shit up more than they can. Like, God, fucking hire me, dude. I'll give it my all. What are they suffering from fucking long-term effects of COVID? Like, what is going on, man? Got more energy than these two people combined.
In your trial. This time you're going to be grabbing invitations to the Twisted Masquerade. Collecting those invitations will earn you one of 12 possible cosmetics as Killer or Survivor, and since we're going to a masquerade, it's going to be beautiful hand-designed masks. Last year, while you could earn cosmetics for every single original character, it was the same crown for each and every one of them. We feel like that's run its course, and we wanted to do something a little more special this year. This year we're focusing on one original survivor and one killer for every year of Dead by Daylight. The mask you earn will only be wearable for that specific character because it's tailor-made to suit their personality and style.
Oh.
The masks are also going to be earned randomly, so even if you're playing as Dwight, you might earn one for Elodie or the Spirit.
And I mean, if you guys have actually seen it on the table, that's Dwight.
So while we are focusing on a smaller subset of characters, they're going to make much more meaningful additions to your collection and look pretty sweet, if I do say so myself.
Pretty sweet.
I've had to resist just putting this one on and trying to run away with it. Been told many times I can't take it home with me, so I'll have to settle for just earning it in-game.
No one has told you that. You could absolutely take that home with you.
Grove, the 6th anniversary will also include an event tone. So what's great about this is we're going to have 2 full levels of challenges and lore that's directly tied to the Twisted Masquerade.
Okay.
One big addition in this is going to be
community challenges. What?
Last year, if you were around doing our community challenges, we were communicating on this via our social media channels. And we feel like the players really enjoyed this, but we want to bring it a little closer to you directly in-game.
There'll be an entire top track dedicated to these community challenges. On that, you can track both the global progression of everyone making effort towards these community challenges and your own direct contributions. Your own direct contributions are important because you're going to have to work and you can't just take advantage of everyone else's hard work.
Exactly, but while the players are waiting for the community to catch up so that they can go on to the next challenge, there will be a set of personal challenges below on each level that you can work towards. And I mean, these are going to also give you a little bit more background on what's happening for the story behind the scenes of the archives and of the Twisted Masquerade. I mean, you're going to be earning event cosmetics either way, so definitely take the time, try to finish all of them.
So what about Dredge and Hattie? Are they getting something for this masquerade?
So since these are actually our 2 new characters coming in, it's important that we're treating them as our guests of honor for the Twisted Masquerade. So if you're seeing from any of the content that we're sharing, both Dredge and Hattie are getting full outfits themed for the event that you can unlock split between the community goals and the personal goals.
Damn.
So if you want all of it, you have to do both.
And they're really worth getting, so I suggest you do. And we also have some very cool, very gross charms, like this 6th anniversary Rancid Cupcake, a pop-up card, and my personal favorite, a skull with a little party hat.
I like
and
that.
That's definitely a reminder of the last person who tried to bring a party hat into the fog.
You try and stop
He doesn't like fun.
Wow, that was a real laugh.
For a few final touches,
Bro,
on
what
the
the
event,
why?
we're bringing back some things from
Hello?
last year that worked really well, like our loading screens with developer comments
Never
and
mind.
selected art. So, as you're loading up into your game, you're going to see quotes from wacky folks like myself, May, and others, and really bring you a bit closer to the really cool people who work on Dead by Daylight. On top of this, we're going to be bringing back our daily discounted Shrine of Secrets. So instead of it cycling on a weekly basis, we're going to be changing all of the perks every single day and be providing you a discount. So it costs less iridescent shards for every single perk available
Well,
during
it still
the event.
said 2,000 iridescent shards,
On
so.
top of that, because we know you guys love blood points,
Yeah, and you barely give them out to
doing a
survivors, so.
weekend blood hunt event. And then, again,
Pog?
still not done, we're going to be giving a lot of login currencies. So
I've noticed that.
if that's not enough blood points for you, not enough rift fragments, not enough iridescent shards, players will be able to earn more of these just by logging in.
It's definitely not the time to save your pennies for a rainy day. There's so much fun stuff to get. Take advantage. But for now, on behalf of everyone, I just want to say thanks again for another amazing year of Dead by Daylight. And we'll see you in the fog on June 16th for the Twisted
Are you
Masquerade.
really thankful?
See you there.
Are you? Bye. Is that it? Oh, Dead by Daylight mobile? No, stop. 'What the fuck? What? That was dog
Very
shit.
excited to share some great news about the DBD mobile game.
Oh boy.
So, we had a big update in Japan at the end of April, and the results are amazing. We
Oh,
want to
really?
aggressively release this to the rest of the world too. In the United States, there will be a closed beta test in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. You should know there's going to be quite a lot of new features in this version of the game. Leaderboards, quick matches, team system. We're also improving many aspects of the game. There's going to be visual improvements on the performance, fluidity of
I'm
gameplay,
downloading it right now.
and the control layout, and the new player tutorial. Also, there's going to be some brand new rewards added and some unique customization. More news are going to be coming very soon.
Thanks, man. Oh no, fucking Christ. This is that, like, this is gonna hit so well. I have no idea why people are turned on by the killers in this game, but they are. And
If you had told me when we launched this game that I'd be here 6 years later with my feet in the sand, announcing a Dead by Daylight dating sim, I would have never believed you. And that is what makes today such an amazing day. I'm excited to be able to announce that Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim, is quickly coming. So it is a crazy idea. It's an absurd concept, but we are always looking for new ways to tell our Dead by Daylight story.
Anything that
And
furthers
our fans
lore, I
have shown
guess.
us over the years just how thirsty they are for more background and more stories about our characters. So last year we did an official community survey exploring new ways potentially of expanding the universe of Dead by Daylight, and I think the third one was dating simulator. And that was a surprise, but you know what? We decided to go for it.
Yeah, it's gonna hit
This was
because
a
it's gonna be a
tall
meme.
order. We needed to find the right people to do this justice, to really treat this properly so that it didn't turn out as insane as it sounds. So we decided to go with some specialists out there, some people that made a little game called I Love You, Colonel Sanders, that was very well received. And I'm very happy to have with me today Alexei from PsyOp to talk a little bit. He's the creative director for the upcoming Dead by Daylight dating sim.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited that I got to create such a unique take on such a really serious and kind of grim world, and bring it into a little bit of hearts and butterflies, and shine some rosy warm light on it.
That's awesome. So yes, you're absolutely right. We created a very
Yeah.
grim universe,
Yeah.
and we asked you to do something
Dead by
extremely
Daylight
silly
dating
with
sim.
it. How does one go about making this right?
Sure.
They
well,
are,
I
yeah.
like to say that when making a project that seems as off-kilter and unexpected as this, the big gimmick for me is that there is no gimmick. It is a serious game that we take really seriously when we create it, and we treat all of the characters with a sense of humor, but with sort of deep respect as well, so that we can make a really compelling game that does justice to the expectations that fans have, and the expectations that these characters would have if
We have no new content, so make a dating
it's a matter
sim.
of really
Yeah, it just really does sound like it seems like they're really in fucking. They're like, how can we reach viewers of other genres without creating like a different game or actual real content? Like,
we want to
make a dating
create
sim.
something that really does justice to
That'll
the
draw
truths
in
that have been established.
audiences that don't previously play Dead by
By
Daylight.
thinking about, what is the brightest and happiest kind of take on this world? Well, maybe it's something like the beach episode of a sitcom or an anime series, and then kind of pull our way back into that main core experience of what's going through these killers or survivors' minds at any given moment, and try and make sense of those two worlds playing together and see what kind of crazy stuff comes from it.
So obviously one of the main questions that people have is, what characters from Dead by Daylight will I be able to interact with?
Sure. Well, leaning into that kind of sitcom or anime kind of cliches and tropes, and then kind of turning them on their head, we decided to take 4 killers, since killers are the most monstrous and inhuman characters in the world, and make them as human as we could by assigning 4 kind of typical TV trope archetypes to them. So we've got the Trapper, who is standing in as the jock. We've got the Huntress, who is standing in as the overachiever. We've got the Wraith, who is playing the nerd. And we've got the Spirit, who is the goth.
That's amazing. And it's interesting
And they
also
got
as a take
big
because
boobies,
those
so
sort of archetypes, those
good shit
cliches
behavior.
from horror movies from forever ago.
That's all you
are
need.
things that we tried to not erase, but we tried to avoid when we did Dead by Daylight, especially on the survivor side. We had them much more be humans and relatable. So it's really interesting to see those things that are very important to the horror genre be represented in this.
Yeah, in writing the experience, it made for a really fun twist. And what we recognized when we dug as deep as we could into the lore and talked so much with your team is that all of these killers come from a really human place to begin with. They've all suffered some sort of trauma or some sort of really dark thing in their past that bringing them into this kind of comedy scenario, but still exploring their real lore. It was just like pretty wild. So we had a lot of fun with it.
Very cool. And who, as the player, like it was an interesting choice to figure out who the player would be in this scenario.
Well, we want to let the player play as themselves. So this is an interactive
Oh, no.
branching story, and you will get to make decisions that define who you are. There is no canon version of yourself, and we thought that that was a great way to really do justice to the huge amount of diversity and variety in the Dead by Daylight audience.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to make sure that the 4 killers who you get to romance really represent 4 very different types of relationship.
What?
And you get to be yourself and see which killer is right for you as you make honest decisions in response to some terribly strange questions.
That's awesome.
Is it awesome?
A very
Is it?
piece of also building that world and really giving the ambiance, the gravitas it needed, is the music.
Yeah.
And you got a really cool opportunity in there.
Yeah, we worked directly with Michel, the composer for Dead by Daylight, to make sure that even though we took this to a very different sonic place of marimba and steel drums and some jazz flute solos or Spanish guitar, we still got to express that kind of core DNA of Dead by Daylight and give people something that's new and unique, but also kind of true to the original game that they love so deeply.
Yeah,
It's
Michel
so
was kind of
strange.
happy to be able to try his hand at a few different styles that he hadn't, and I think he surprised both of us with the jazz flute.
It may seem like an odd thing to say about something that sounds and looks so different, but we wanted to make sure that it really feels fresh but authentic.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here in sunny Montreal for this little beach moment. I can say that this is one of the most out there things that we've ever done, and I'm very, very excited about this. You obviously want more details. There will be more information coming, but for now you should know you'll be able to get your little hands on
My little hands?
Hooked on You, a Dead
Fuck
by
you,
Daylight
man.
dating sim this
Don't
summer.
condescend me.
And if you do that, you'll also get a unique charm in Dead by Daylight.
Oh, wow.
After that.
And an outfit.
Now,
Oh, thank
you
you.
again to all of our fans. Thank you for making this possible for us. And for once, I will say, I'll see you on the beach.
Oh my god, okay, actually, wow. Dead by Daylight Mobile is not horrible. This looks pretty good for a mobile game.
We're almost done here, but we have one more question for you. What would you like us to wrap the show with? A,
What the fuck?
some more new content, or B, a special surprise?
Wow, this is not terrible. Holy shit, mobile gaming is insane. More new content, more new content. A. Pick A. Fuck a special surprise. Come on, man. What? Hello? No, fuck you.
Haters that worked well.
I can't take it home. The overachiever.
I fucked it.
Good at the
What? A special surprise? I don't want that. It's not what I picked.
Well, that's a wrap for our 6th anniversary broadcast, and to an amazing year of Dead by Daylight. I hope you enjoyed yourself. The PTB for our latest chapter, The Roots of Dread, is live now, so go try it, have fun. Again, a huge thank you to our entire team, and to you, our amazing community. You know, time really flies. It seems like just yesterday that during our 5th anniversary, we revealed to you that we were going to do a Resident Evil chapter. Your reaction was so good at the time that we wondered, why stop there?
Wait, why? Go away. Full screen bar. Thank you. Yes! So it is. Oh. Project Wesker. Oh shit. Nice little art showcase. Oh, I really like that art style. Yes.
The people are here.
Okay.
You know, your classic horror characters that you... Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
I blinded him, I stunned him, so I was able to run away. See, did he get me?
It's a family photo, okay?
For what?
Where's the gun?
Peekaboo! 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 Peekaboo!
I will gift 20 subs if the hatch spawns right here.
Christ.
Ja, ja, spawn, du Scheißding.
Gotcha. Love how that looks. Love that. Watch this.
What? What? No way!
Look at him go, dude.
He's shaking. The popper's like a salt shaker. Judge with the hammer.
Oh, is he taking judge?
He's sentencing people.
What is this?
Objection! Objection, Your Honor! Objection!
Honorable mention
Yeah.
to Judge Bubba.
Yes, I did it! I did it!
Oh my goodness. Stay away from that, ma'am. Do not touch my bone.
Oh, he's got Blood Warden, baby. Oh, let's go!
Somebody in the locker. No! No, no, no! That one! That one.
What is this?
What is he expecting from this?
Hello?
Hello? Anonymous with a $500 dono? Whoa! Oh my god, that was iconic. I'm so happy we were able to see that live. What?
What?
And a little higher.
Nice. Good shot.
Not me being better.
What?
Charles
It wasn't that great of a shot. Damn.
Wait, I want to do it.
The box. You opened it. I came.
Yeah, you did. Oh god.
What?
What?
Nice. No fucking shot. Hello? What?
Why did I do that?
I don't know. Why did you do that?
But why?
Why was that a highlight? Hello? Hey, actual Fangman. It's us. That was funny. You laugh at someone getting stuck in a bear trap that you're almost guaranteed to step in a bear trap yourself. Oh shit. Nice.
Someone clip that.
Why? What is happening?
かつて見たことないね、このゆっくりなチェイスしてるな。ゆっくりなチェイスしてるな、これ。いや、これスローモーションなのかな
Hey, Papa, you a spanking? Spankies! Spank, 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 spank!
What the fuck?
First of all, einfach.
Bill, get your up. Bill, please. Bill.
Oh, rip.
He's dead.
He's dead.
I don't feel so well. Ew, and I stink. Oh, great, you're here to unhook me.
I just did my nails, so you can understand my situation.
Yeah, no problem, I guess. There are others, like Felix. I'd unhook you, but then I'd be sick too. Yeah, but you could cleanse after, and then we can... He's gone. Meg!
Nope.
Right.
Get fucked. Okay. That was it? That's it? Okay. Well, shit. Thank you for having a 6th anniversary party thing. I guess now we play Dead by Daylight. Is the PTB live? Like, we can play all the new shit? Like, with the new character and the dredge? You okay, dude? What's poppin'? Just a fight going on in our apartment, and they also I don't know, this apartment household sucks. They're really invasive. They just did an inspection for like no fucking reason, even though we move out like next June, July. We move out in July, so I don't know why the fuck they needed to come into our apartment. They're really invasive, and it just makes me uncomfortable. So sorry if that's probably the uncomfortable look that you see on my face.